Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Karen Mikowski, aka Butterfly Karen. Welcome. I'm also the real Karen, not the meme Karen, the internet entitled Karen. I'm the real thing, I'm the real Karen. So, welcome to my independent consumer assessment video. This one is ICA05 reports, where I sort of do a lot of traveling and I assess where I go with everything from hotels, resorts, everything, every single, even down to stores and hospitals and every single thing that there is an interaction with the public for the consumers, from the aspects of the consumer. I assess it right down to sort of security and everything. So that's kind of, it's one of the things that I do, but you can learn all about that in the video regards to understanding and introducing you to sort of my independent consumer assessments. So yeah, okay. A bit of an itchy ear. Somebody talking about me. Well, left for love, they say. So, okay. Now, this report was conducted at the Oceana Boutique Hotel that was in California. So the address is 135 Avenida, Algodon, California, 92672. I believe this is not far from San Clemente. Is it San Clemente? But I'll put the address and the link of the hotel and everything inside the contents box below. Now, you see, just because I may have a bad experience doesn't mean every other person does, but these are I'm just highlighting my experience. So, but the location for this was like, I was there on business too. Let me just go down to my little chart. Location, smiley face, good, because it was literally like you could walk to the beach. It was, and for me that was, I wanted the location right for this place, and it really looked nice, you know, like when I was sort of looking at the website and stuff, I was like, okay, that looks nice. There was free parking, but it was limited, and for me, I didn't feel like my car was like, because of, even though the area seemed quite nice, I didn't really like the energy, put it that way, and human energy. And I thought, okay, it didn't become a major, well, it could have become a major security problem, safety-wise, from a safety aspect, but it just felt like, as soon as I got settled in, it was like, okay, I'm not feeling that great. But again, because I sort of tend to book things at the last minute too, everywhere else was either fully booked or I was not going to be paying like nearly $600 for a night. Just no, right? So the value for money for what you got, I mean, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think it was like, was it like $99? I mean, I know it was either just slightly under $100 or slightly over with taxes. Come on, my ear is itching. What is going on? Okay. So for the location, that was a good, you know, the value was good, obviously, but only because of the location. But I feel like everything else was there, because I only gave my experience 2 out of 10. The staff, well, when I was checking in, the young guy was cool. He didn't charge me a deposit, which I thought was kind of cool, and I'm kind of glad, because there's no way you can make where I stayed. There's not much more crap you can do to those sort of places than one of those. That's just my opinion, though, my experience. But it definitely, the place does need an absolute upgrade. Everything right down to like cleaning those rooms. I mean, the facilities. Well, I don't really know about all. I didn't venture out because there was no way the room was enough to know I was not going to be laying inside that bed under those duvets at all, put it that way. I'm not quite sure what was on the floor or what they cleaned the floor with, but my God, my sticking and everything was like, it was weird. And then you know, you've got rodents like cockroaches and everything. It was like, I walked into the little kitchen area and I was like, oh God, I'm not touching any of this. So, because I have standards, I have hygiene standards. This just did not meet mine. It may meet other people's standards, but it did not meet mine. And hygiene is everything. Nothing felt clean. And, you know, the bathroom was like quite small and, you know, okay, well, I'll take a shower in the shower, but it wasn't a very well performing shower and it was quite cramped and everything. And I'm a small woman. So it's like, what? Okay. Now, the other issue I had was security. Like I had to, there was in the kitchen area, there was a window, like, and then as you look out of the window, you're on a roof. I'm like, oh God, okay. That's, so anybody that if I wanted to go into the mind of a criminal and I wanted to sort of break into someone's room, that was like the perfect window and it didn't lock properly. I'm like, oh, hell no to the no. So I was able to like do what I do and get creative and sort of lodge it. So, you know, at least I felt a little bit safe there. But my God, I didn't sleep. There's no way I was sleeping in there. Not to mention the fact that even if I wanted to, I couldn't, because the types of people that were staying there, I don't judge, and I'm not, but oh my God, you know, get a grip on your habits, right? And really human sort of, it was just, the noise didn't stop, the banging. The room above me, I was like, oh, seriously, are they actually moving in or are they moving out? It was, and this was at 2 o'clock in the morning. So for me, it just felt like the owners of the hotel probably just didn't care. Like, well, we're not going to spend money because we're not going to be able to get rid of these sort of people. I mean, they're not exactly like respectful people. That's what it felt like. And, I just didn't feel safe with the door. Like, I couldn't even focus on, is that door going to lock properly? And, you know, even though I sort of locked it, I'd like, if I really wanted to kick that door in, I could just kick it in. So that was, so again, I'm like, okay, I've got to really, so I guess this is just a basic, you need to secure those rooms. They're not secure rooms. And as a solo female traveler, this is the perspective. I am literally, this is my assessment on it. Like, you'd have to really, for me, I would not stay there again. Because obviously it wasn't clean enough. It didn't meet my cleaning standard. The only thing that was good out of all of that was the location, and the guy was kind of nice, chilling. I mean, I gave him like face. I think I'm a friendly face, because it was almost like he really didn't care about his job. Like, he just had to do what he needs to do to make the money. It's not like he wanted to be there. I could tell, but it's okay, you know. But it wasn't rude or anything like that. It was nice and chilled out, and like I say, it was really pleasant. Value for money, I didn't feel like I got, no, because if I'm not feeling secure and I'm not feeling clean, that's not a value for money. Overall security was a sad face, like, no way. I didn't have to do a situation report because nothing actually happened, but there was no way I was opening that door and interacting with those sort of people. You're joking, right? No. That's like inviting criminals into your room and going, yeah, take a look at my valuables and take it all. Those sort of people. So no, thank you. I'm good. Right? I am not slandering the place or anything like that. I'm just literally discussing my experience. But again, it almost felt like you could complain about it. I mean, some of the reviews are pretty much on par with me, but with my experience too. But that says a lot about the hotel owners. Like, it's almost like, well, they just don't really care, 'cause it's just about the money, because they know the location's good, but they're not going to really invest into it, because once you sort of lock a certain type of clientele into your business anyway, it's hard to get rid of that type of clientele. I've worked in hotels, and you only have to sort of, you can understand that. So that's why you got to be very careful. And and it's like anything though, like if you allow the trash in, right? It's hard to get rid of the trash. And when you do take out the trash, it's a process, and it's a lot harder. The easiest thing is to make it hard for the trash to sort of want to settle, because these are the types of people that do not care about your business. They do not care about your reputation. They are all there for their criminal aspects and what they want. They don't care. They don't have any sort of standards at all. So, and they bring that sort of behavior, and then they bring the people just like them to that business, and that's all you're going to get. So, and it's almost, and I've seen it where a lot of places and a lot of businesses are like, well, what's the point in fighting the inevitable? We're not going to get rid of this kind of crap now anyway. It's too late. Because they're all embedded in. And again, and I'm not talking about like the homeless situation or anything like that. It's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who know exactly what type of people they are. Destructive people, criminals, right? Don't care about, no respect for human life or anything. Those sort of people. But yeah, that's pretty much the Oceanic Boutique Hotel. I mean, if you're looking for somewhere close by and you don't really have like, you're not too concerned about, your standards or safety or anything like that, and you just need, perfect place, but definitely not for me. It didn't, and it's sad because had that place had really good facilities, right? Really nice, clean facilities and value for money. Well, actually, you wouldn't have even needed to alter the value. Because had it just met all it ticks the other boxes, like good security, good clean facilities and few facilities available, and obviously like the free parking, and that would have hit, like, you could get if you really started to do that place up and get rid of some of the human trash, you could turn that boutique hotel into a 10 out of 10, an exceptional place, but it would take a major, do over. She had to shut the business down and everything, because that's the only way you could have to get rid of the people anyway. But maybe it's designed for something else. Maybe the place is designed for certain types of people anyway. So I'm not going to express my opinion on that. But if I was to buy that hotel, right, and go, okay, the location is amazing. It's very close, stores and everything, shops, convenience. It's very convenient. The place is a great location. It really is. But if I was to go there and go, okay, I'm probably going to have to spend to really put that onto a top tier rating and everything, and get at least $300 a night because of where it is. I mean, it's not exactly on the beach, but it's really not far. Or you could at least get a good $200 a night, but you would probably have to clean out completely and secure it and everything. Probably got to spend like $1 million, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. I mean, but you would have to really invest to turn it around. So, and it can be done, but it is an expense and it's a process. So, but that can go for any sort of business though, not just this one. I'm just talking overall. That can be any type of business. But more so in the hospitality, if you have to be very careful about, you got to get your clientele right. If you want exceptional reviews and exceptional, and good, like good, decent, at least good paying customers that are not going to destroy your place, you have to offer exceptional sort of service. You have to offer what you want. But if you're not going to give much, you're not going to get much. So that's just kind of how it is. But that's just my stance on that. So, but there was no situation report because nothing happened. Just noisy. So I'll leave that one there. It's kind of unfortunate because, like I say, it looks beautiful and location's good, but not somewhere I would stay again, unfortunately. So stay tuned and I'll see you all again very soon.